Hello, I'm Kyle Michael, and welcome to this video. I'm going to do a talk, and my video is going to be a little different in style right now, at this point, because I'm personally going through a different phase of my life. So you might notice they're a little different, but hopefully they're all very positive. And as I go through these videos, I come up with a lot of thoughts. Myself, they're great for me to be able to kind of really solidify where I'm at with certain things. So it's helpful for me, and hopefully it's helpful for you as well. Either way, I'm Kyle Michael. If you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe button right now and hit that bell notification so you can be aware when I put new ones out, and I try to do them pretty regularly. And I plan on doing more regularly. My schedule gets pretty tight sometimes, but either way, let's get started. So in this video, I'd like to talk about the importance of keeping your promises. The importance of keeping your promises. Sounds pretty simple, right? You know, you make a promise, you should keep it. But why is that so important, and why do we see in life that it seems that most people a lot of times don't keep their promises, and they're not even really aware of what they're doing, right? Or they aren't even aware of how important it is to make a promise. How often have you, maybe you or you've noticed, where when someone says that they're going to do something, you're asked if someone wants to do something or whatever it is, and a lot of times the answer they give you is half-assed. Oh, maybe this day, maybe that day, or maybe we'll do this, maybe we'll do that, or oh yeah. And you know, a lot of times you probably should, at a certain point, you can read it when someone's sincere or not, but then sometimes not, you know. But it's important, I think, that we begin to be more sincere with our words and sincere with what we say we're going to do, and if we're going to do it or if we're not. To get out of this whole maybe, or oh yeah, you know, and to be so flaky and flighty, because that's a reflection of you or that person. You know, and are you flaky and flighty in life? And what areas does that sip in? Because it's all connected. How we interact with others, and how we interact, and how we live, and our words that we give, and how we act upon those words is a reflection of who we are, and it's a reflection of where we're at. Absolutely. So it's incredibly important that we keep our promises. It's incredibly important that we begin to make promises. You know, we don't have to necessarily always be out there saying, I promise, I promise, I promise. But when someone asks if you want to do something, or can you do something, or are you going to do something, or whatever, you think about it and you say yes or no. And if you choose yes, you better do your damnedest to make sure that you make it happen. Sure, external things happen, but you better make sure that you do your damnedest to make it happen. And if the other party knows you did the best you can, usually they'll really appreciate it. But to simply be, I don't feel like it now. In the moment I felt like it, but now that moment's passed. I don't feel like it anymore. That's weak. That's childish. Grow up. Not talking about you, but necessarily, but in general, you know. And I can speak from that place because I've probably been. I'm a person, right? I've been in that position right now, and I don't like that part. I don't like that, so I had to make sure I changed it. So it's why it's very important to me, where if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it, and if I'm not going to do it, I'll say no. And sometimes we can get in the moment because we know someone wants us to do something, so we don't like to say no because it might make us uncomfortable. So we say, oh yeah. So we don't have to go through the thought of saying no, but you know the answer is no. If you think deep down, you know the odds are you aren't going to do it. Be man enough or woman enough to say no. I'd respect a person a lot more than that, more for that. Because I know sometimes it may feel awkward to say no, because you might make someone feel a certain kind of way, you know? But that's okay. You know what you want to do or don't want to do. And you should take full responsibility of that. Because it's going to come up anyways. And by beating around the bush, you're only, you're inconveniencing other people, likely. And, you're also just speaking, you're speaking a lot about yourself in that moment. So you really have to look deep within, and do you want to be that kind of person? Or do you want to be a person that means what they say and says what they mean? And if that's something that is not even important to you, well, you have a lot of self-evaluation to do. And we all have self-evaluation to do, but that's a very important step, and I think that's one of the first steps on really growing up. And as I say, I speak from a personal place too, But I do remember, at a certain point, because I remember people would ask me, like, hey, you going to come to the party or whatnot? And I'd be like, oh, But I knew no, that was the answer. So eventually I got to the place where if it was no, I'm going to say, no, probably not. It's probably not. Maybe something will change, but odds are no. Because that's the honest answer. That's the honest answer. You know. You know if you're going to make it to that party. You know if you're going to go on that date with that person or not. Well, don't be flighty. Don't be flaky. Or if it's a case of where maybe you're going to do something, and some people will say yes, but in their mind they're also kind of waiting for other opportunities to come up. Well, that's wrong too. Be honest, say, well, maybe, I might have something else going on, but if things open up, then yeah, I'll let you know ahead of time. Be respectful of people's time and keep your promises, because how you treat others is a reflection of who you are, and it's also a reflection of how you treat yourself. And how would you like to be treated? The golden rule. And to take this in another direction is make sure to make promises to you as well in life, because those are the most important promises, the promises that you make for yourself. And oftentimes those are the easiest ones to break. But those are the ones, it's always important to keep your promises, but it's vital that you keep your promises that you make to you, because that's going to have an incredible impact on you, and especially on your subconscious mind of how you live, and you're going to see that seep through in all areas of your life. So begin to make promises to yourself. What is it that you'd like to achieve? It's pretty early on in 2019. What are your goals? What is it that you'd like to achieve professionally, personally, spiritually, relationship-wise? What was it like? And make a promise to yourself. And maybe if it's not clear, make a promise to take certain steps. And maybe those steps are small, but make sure you make a promise and you do your damnedest to keep it. You do your damnedest to keep them. That's important. And it really helps to build character. And I say this because it's helped me a lot, so it's simply just try it, give it a try, and see how it works for you. But I do believe that it really helps when it comes to building character and really just growing up. Keep your promises. They're important. Keep the promises you make to others, and keep the promises that you make to yourself. And make sure and make promises. Don't be flighty. Mean what you say and say what you mean. Keep your promises, okay? All right, we're going to end it there. I'm Kyle Michael. I have a diploma in clinical hypnotherapy. I do hypnotherapy for clients and different areas, from goals and letting go of past traumas and things that are kind of are holding them back. And I've also had the opportunity to really work with areas like loss and breakups, relationships, possibly even stepping into new relationships are a very important area for me, and so I love working with clients for that. So if you have a hard breakup you've been going through, or certain things like that, contact me. We can figure out how to best help you, how to best get you helping you too. But either way, yeah, you can email me at kylemichael@magicminds.com. You can also check out my Instagram. I do Minute of Motivations on there, and that's at magicminds.com. Yeah, I have a group on Facebook called Leaders of Light. Again, I'm Kyle Michael Dory. Pretty easy to find, right? All right, y'all, until next time, keep going, keep growing, and live life and love life. All right, y'all. Peace.